And we're back with some more Rimworld. And today I thought we'd start with just like a little fight. It's been a while since we had any fighting going on. And as well as that, we get to try out the new sniper rifle, which range is just, dear Jeebus, the range on that thing is incredible. And they immediately triggered the low shield pack belonging to someone. Well, you know what? That just means that the low shield is not going to get involved when the minigun starts singing. Alright, let's see how this goes. You shot him once, didn't kill him. Like right shoulder shot off, right arm shot off. That was an insta-gib because it hit him in the torso. Then another shot over here, left hand. That's the thing, having a high-powered rifle is really good. And sometimes you can just get one-shots with it quite nasty, like, damn. But other times it's just you hit them and you take off a finger. There went left thumb shut off. So basically, all of your damage is wasted on a thumb. But consistently, torso shots are usually pretty high up there. Oh, left arm gone. What's that guy doing? You know what? Let's take him out. That guy's got marine armor on of some sort. And one-shot kill. You know what? That's enough of that. It's good, but it's not fast enough. We need to get a little bit closer and let our other guns do some work. There we go. That should be enough to trigger them. Yeah, that seems more like it. Yeah, whoop, 1 second. Sister Vex. Get forward here just in case anything gets too wonky, and we'll put off a vertigo pulse right about there. And they're all done. Perfect! So, yeah, the group's pretty terrifying. Like, just insanely terrifying. But they do have 2 other batches down here. We'll just kill these guys real quick. We're not even processing them for leather coats anymore. We don't need the money. Oh, and they're actually beginning their assault. Perfect. That means we can split them into 2 groups. Where is the interns? You, maybe close the door? I don't want them trying to break into the ship. That would be inconvenient timing. We just want the 2 groups to sort of, well, if we meet each one of them in separate halves, it should make our lives just that little bit simpler. As far as I'm aware, none of these guys have shields. The shield pack, there was only 1 shield pack in this entire group. That was in the top batch. Ooh. Nope, they've got cover. That means we're falling back a bit. Yeah, poison gas isn't going to do anything to this crowd. Actually, that. They're living a lot longer than I thought they would. Bunch up. What is that, fire? They set fire to... Why would you do that? He's just an ornament. They had another low shield. Damn it. Okay, fall back. You get in there, Sister Vex. You might as well take care of that. That was actually rather messy on my part. Oh well. How's everyone looking? Scratches? Oh, I forgot to activate the weapons as well, or the marksmanship command. Yeah, basically just scratches. Probably should have been a little bit more careful, but it happens. Actually, we might capture a couple of prisoners. There's some things we're going to want to do in a bit that could be useful to have a few more brains around the place. Oh, look, a defoliator ship. What's with you? Ooh. Okay. That's a lot of centipede blasters. Might be fun to try killing all of those. No, it's fine. We got what we came for here on this map anyway. That was just... We stuck around to kill those guys because it was just more fun. And we should probably grab the last of this stuff over here. We were just cleaning the place out for steel and plasteel. We're about to do a big construction spree, and we need a lot of resources. So we actually got 3 prisoners out of that. And but the great thing about this is it's very easy to keep prisoners now that once you have access to bliss lobotomy, so long as you don't need the prisoners for anything, it makes it almost impossible for them to escape. And we should install one of those brain ripper things for later. Oh, another one. Do we need this one? I mean, it does take a few days, but you know what? 4 prisoners. 4 prisoners is plenty. We can collect more later. We have so many quest books lying around. This is, while reading the Atlas of Historical Legends. Ancient Gambler discovered a new quest, blah, 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 and then we'll just load it up in the ship to be sold. Behold our collection of silly atlases or maps. Like all of these little map things all come with quests. Uh, your pawns will read them, and over time they'll eventually figure out what the quest means. It's like solving a puzzle, I suppose. It's completely random as far as I can tell. You can't force them to read them, and then you'll eventually get them if you just keep forcing them. I just let it run in the background. This one here gave us Ancient Mercenaries, which got us a gun, and then you can see that it's at the bottom it says Discover Quest, and it says Discovered in brackets after it. That means you've already found that one, so I'm selling those off. Sometimes you can also get books that will have a quest discovery attached to them, along with whatever it is, like research or recreation or something like that. So yeah, I'm just selling all of those off. So that people spend most of their time reading stuff that is productive. Well, will get us more quests. And you guys, are you all... Yeah, lobotomy, yeah, queued up. Perfect. Now we need to put in a brain ripper. We need to start getting into the Mechinator stuff. I completely blanked on that. And we definitely have the room and the power to put in lots of Mechinator support infrastructure here. So right now, we've been cleaning out all the steel, all the plasteel, and we have been shipping it back to this destination. They're up to 4,700 steel. We do need to send them some more plasteel, and they also need some components. They've got 136. But they'll probably need about 150 for what we're planning. Yeah, so 6,000 or 7,000 steel, 150 components, and we should be able to get started on some serious Mechinator production. To get started on our Mechinator quest line, we're going to want to put in a subcore rip scanner. This is just for making the largest of the robots. We want a bunch of large robots. We don't want to do like a lot of small ones and have like an army of them. I want a small amount of ultra heavy robots. It's much cooler. Much cooler. And we can come up with a very efficient kill box design around them, just for killing certain things. So, to activate this takes 3 hours. Once the subcore rip scanner is filled with the required ingredients, 50 steel and 4 components, select a colonist and right-click on the subcore rip scanner or on a downed person to start the scan. Fill her up. Now insert a person. Where are these colonists? Whistler, please. Front and center. Actually, who was the first one in? Zandy? Yeah, Zandy was the first one in. Unfortunately, this sort of removes their brain, but it does give us this little core that pops out, and we can use that core to build robots, which we totally are going to do. Which reminds me, we're also going to need to get our hands on more Diablous. Yeah, give me a second to use. Summon Diablous threat. Yes, please. That gives us a Diablous 7 Milter, 2 Pikemen, and a Tesseron. Yes. We'll grab that. And does anyone want to grab the last that plasteel? Anyone? Cool. Diablous incoming. We need to get a bunch of chips out of that Diablous so we can make some things out of it. The first thing we're probably going to want to do is improve the efficiency of our Mechinator. Or deal immediately with the Diablous arriving. Where are you coming from? Ooh, don't land too close. Yeah, that's fine. We can kill these guys super quick. It's like... Yeah, it's that. So... Actually... Ancient Gaminer. Let's go. Let's get you out here and see if your sniper rifle can annoy the bejeebus out of them. So that is the range of pikemen. That is the range of our sniper. We outrange pikemen? Oh my... Did you see that? They one-shot a pikeman. Oh. However, the Diablous can't. And Ancient Gaminers got hit. Oh, yeah, so... Basically, what this subcore rip scanner does is it turns a person into a high subcore. So there's other scanners you can get for medium and smaller bots. They don't actually kill anyone. But to make the absolute super-sized robots, you have to actually sacrifice a brain to it. How's your... Yeah, you got a bruise on your right arm. Let's get you back a bit. And let's see if we can't get you off a snapshot. Whew. How's that robot looking? That robot... I thought we clipped you. Oh my god, took your entire leg off. Well, that's good. Let's see if we can't take another leg off. 2 hits and you're still standing? I hate robot. Oh, we took an arm and a leg off. That just hip slap shot where they just like stop all of a sudden and go, hey, you know what? Boom. Love it. And let's get everyone out here and kill them. Oh, Toad, could you activate that for a second? Oof. Yeah, that went about as well as... Where are you going? Oh my... Oh my god, they're... Why? What? Oh, we locked the door. That's Oh, damn. How do we stop them? How do we stop them? Sister Vex. Yeah, that's good. That's also good. Okay, I don't think we can't skip them. Can we stun them out of it? Oh, okay. Much better. Much better. Oh, they're going to do it again? In that case, what happens if we put a skip shield around them? Would that mean that all the damage would be done to themselves? Would they be trapped? What? I didn't even... Oh, it clipped the wall. Right. Well then. Now, they're going to start breathing fire in a second, so we'll have to take care of that. Instead, we'll just get Ruler the Huns to come around and slap you and you. Where are you going, buddy? No. Oh, yeah, no. Here's where they start doing their little thingy. What's it? We should probably get out of here. Once the fire starts, we're not going to like it. Oh, dear Jeebus. We need to kill that thing really quickly. It's... No. Guys. Whew. And that gives us a signal chip. The reason we want signal chips is we can use those for two things. The first is a mech gestation processor. This speeds up how quickly we can gestate a mech, as in produce one in the mech gestator. Then, the second thing it can allow us to do is to build our own Diablous. However, we need 2 subcores for every Diablous we want to build, and actually that fits in just there. Perfect. Okay. And we basically build them in a gestator, and it takes a long time, if I recall. Also, we should probably smash up that Diablous. However, before we go any further, I would like to get our hands on some anti-grain warheads. Why not? This basically means there's a military staging area we have to destroy. If we don't destroy it, it's guarded by 7 Yatkins that will launch raging every 19 days. Also 11 turrets and 1 Yatkin defend the site. So there's 8 Yatkins, 11 turrets. And if we don't go and destroy it, we'll get raided all the time. We're just going to go and destroy it. And there we go. Site has appeared. This is a raid source. It's a handy way to generate lots of recruits sometimes from a certain faction, if you can get them. Anti-grain warheads? Yes, please. Now we have to figure out somewhere safe to store them so that they don't explode and kill us all. So you can go in there, and then we'll probably wall you in. Because anti-grain warheads need to be stored behind some really solid walls, just in case someone decides to blow them up. If they blow up inside your main storage area, it's going to do an enormous amount of damage. Normally, when you want anti-grain warheads, you have a little bit of time to think about it. Alright, you. Yeah, let's plug you in. And we're going to queue up a Diablous. Oh, it only takes 1? Oh, actually, no, sorry. It takes 2 signal chips, so you have to kill 2 Diablous to gestate 1 of your own. And it takes 1 high subcore. Also, 300 steel and 300 plasteel. We're going to want around 6 of these. So let's start with the first one. The only person who can build it is Timbronia. Because Timbronia is our only Mechinator. Oh well, let's let her get to work. Well, we'll let Timbronia load that up. In the meantime, just get rid of all of this. We're going to go and quickly take care of that annoying problem we were having. Come here, raid source. The tile is occupied. What? This tile is occupied? Oh, we can't jump there. Yeah, so we have to send a raid squad? Weird, I thought we'd just be able to jump on top of it and kill them all. Oh well, let's grab the shuttle and go take out a raid source. Before we go, Timbronia is just going to crank this up. Now, my understanding is this is going to suck, because Timbronia is not really an experienced Mechinator yet and doesn't have all the bits and bobs. The current gestation cycle, 1.6 days. So it's going to take about 1.6 days for them to finish one cycle, and then there is 12 cycles in this. Okay, so about 19 days? It will take about 19 days to gestate one Diablous. That is far too long. So what we need to do is start making a bunch of, where is it? Mech gestation processors. 6 can be installed. Let's go. Give me 6 of those. And they can all be made by, actually, Timbronia. Might as well. Just drop them on the floor. We're going to cram her full of those, but for that we're going to need to get our hands on more signal chips. How many signal chips we got left? That it? Just one signal chip? Yep, we just have one signal chip. We're going to need to kill at least 5 more Diabli, and then we need another 5 after that, so that's 10. So we need 15. We need to kill 15 Diabli, and then we can make enough Diablous. Now, when it comes to the raid, we should really drop at the edge, but I'm feeling pretty confident in our team. Let's see what we got. Oh, actually, maybe we shouldn't have been that confident. That's a lot of turrets. That's okay. That's okay. Sister Vex, give us a second. You can activate marksmanship command on Kugarian. Krista's axe. Ooh. Got grenades. Which means you need to get over here. Now, do any of you have low shields is the question. Not seeing. Why is there so many cats? Is this... Are we being ambushed? Yeah, we're being ambushed by a bunch of enemy cats. Randy, you're good. I gotta give it to you, Randy. You're real good at this. So... Timbronia, deploy that low shield. And then let the killing begin. Okay, they've got sandbags, which is giving them some decent defense. That's okay. The cats are causing a wonderful distraction for the turrets, and so long as we stay centrally located, we should be fine. And there's some cats coming from Bison Revenge. Oh, did we clip one? Yeah, that's fine. We don't really care too much. I think we are golden. We will probably have to destroy a few extra turrets, though, just to make sure everything works out. Oh, wait, there's more cats. Is this place destroyed? No. 11 turrets and... Okay, fine. We just got to kill all the turrets as well. Okay, all the kitty cats are down. That just leaves the turrets. That should be pretty quick. Pop over. Smack. Pop over and smack. How many turrets are left? So they got 3. And soon they will have 0, and that should be all of them broken. Let's go check to see what they've got in these places. Area safe. Excellent. So I'm pretty sure that finishes the quest. And I have not seen a single chair. Come on, not even... Those are the worst. We got 26 components out of that once we had dismantled all the solar panels, the batteries, and, well, the turrets. That's a decent amount of components. I mean, why not? Also, you know, the 3 anti-grain warheads we got at the start. Finished. Let's get out of here. Okay, here is the mech gestation processor. We are going to grab that immediately. And under here we can see this increases mech gestation speed by 33%. Once we've got 6 of them, it's 200% increase. Which means we can get that, I think it's 1.6 days or something like that, down to hopefully about 13 hours or something along those lines. Alright, let's get out of here anyway. All we're doing right now is we're hopping around and we're grabbing every single bit of steel and plasteel we can get our paws on, because that's what we need to finish out all of the Mechinator stuff. This is just like this is a mining find where we just go get some plasteel, but look how much steel there is on this map. All of that orange is steel, and there's even some components here as well. Like, it's just mental the amount of resources you can get on each one of these landings. You're basically stocked to the gills in no time. Plasteel is still a bit tight, don't get me wrong. But so long as we keep moving, we can keep those numbers quite high. We are, unfortunately, being ambushed by a couple of very, very confused raccoons who don't realize that they're about to get rocked. Yeah. Ancient Commoner just immediately smashed both of those to death. Did barely even pause. He just landed. He's like, boom. One's down. Next. How's kills looking? Kugarian has now topped the 1,000 mark. Sister Vex is still 825. Krista's Axe, 518. Damn, Ancient Scout has actually... Ancient Commoner has not been doing amazingly well, but that's only because, I mean, they're just sort of relatively new at this. They're very, very new to the colony. To prep the man cave for supporting Timbronia in her endeavors to become a great Mechinator, what we do is we fly over a shuttle as we strip mine areas. And the shuttle is full of basically steel. Steel components, occasionally plasteel, but majority at the moment is steel. It's going to take a lot for what we have planned. And we dump it all out like this. Then we just tell the two boys, we get Kugarian and Gamner to do this because, well, they're pretty zippy, and since they're a couple, they keep their bonuses for being on the same tile together, and then we just have them run back and forth doing this. And because of the way this works out in terms of timing, just as they finish this off, the shuttle comes off cooldown, and they can start on another mission. You see Kugarian here, this is their last run, because this is the last batch of steel, and then, oh, no, you don't need to go down there just yet, buddy. And then Ancient Gamler does the same thing. They put their batch down, and then before they can enter the lair, we cancel. Now, the reason we don't just have both of them... Oh, you want to have your meal now? Fine. And shuttle comes off cooldown, so they can now both return home. The reason we tell both of them to enter is it forces both of them to do the carting. If they're not set to enter, they'll go on their normal work schedule. So we'd have to change them to always work, and then we'd have to switch them back when we're finished. It's just easier to tell them both to go in and stop them at the very end. Because even if someone can't haul, if you tell them to go into a hole and bring a bunch of stuff with them, they'll haul all the stuff there, all the necessary stuff there. We're now up to about 5,800 steel down here, and we're doing some prep. Ooh, trade caravan. Do you have any gene packs on you? And realistically, you shouldn't. You shouldn't be able to carry around gene packs in some camels. But we'll look anyway. Nah, we're good. Time to summon another Diablous, but this time we'll get 2. However, they also come with like more of everything. But the more times you summon them, the bigger and more out of control the raids get, which means the more chips we're able to get out of them. Now, we should probably stop mining here. Yeah, we'll just cancel all of that. You can pick up the stuff that's there, but we don't want you getting caught outside when the Diablous arrives. Since we would prefer these traders not to die in the upcoming firefight, we're just going to dismiss them. That's a new little thing they introduced as well. You can now get rid of people and tell them to go away. New quest. What's the bets? This is a ridiculous one. 13 colonists for 15 days. Nah, we're good. Thanks. Finally! Where are you arriving? Yeah, we're just going to go over and kill these guys real quick. We want the parts out of them so that we can make ourselves a few more chips. This should only take a few minutes. To draw their attention, we can just have Ancient Gaminer get in range and start plinking away. Yeah, target that one. They're behind cover, okay? That's tricky. Okay, I think they have been triggered sufficiently. Let's go. Where are they all going? Are they about to attack the ship again? Let's lock the doors. That amount of firepower is just insane. Like, things keep coming in, and it's just, no, you shall do nothing. You shall just get shot. And dead. Yep, that's a second signal chip. Where's the last of the bots? You gonna go to sabotage some turrets? Yeah, that's fine. And pop her in the corner, and death. Easy peasy. And we'll scrap up the rest of you. Everyone go back to work. Actually, Sister Vex, maybe you should go take care of that straggler over there. Actually, I think we'll spend those 2 chips, those 2 signal chips. Instead of spending them on the gestators, we'll just start up another Diablous production facility. I mean, why not? Give us... Oh, no. Give us another Diablous. Same thing. In fact, let's just copy and paste this bill over. There we go. Perfect. Now, I don't think we'd go up to 6 gestators, but that might actually be faster, considering the amount of chips we're going to need to get this all done. Oh, Timbernia can't work at this because she does not have enough bandwidth. If we go down under Mechinator, they have a meth bandwidth of 6. That's to do with the mech link they've got jammed into their skull. And they can't control anything that requires more than 6 bandwidth. One of these Diabloses requires 5 bandwidth, and the little lifter they have requires 1 bandwidth, which means all of their available bandwidth of 6 is taken up. So they need more bandwidth. Q, Man Cave. Now, Man Cave here, let's see what your power is looking like. Yeah, we got power wires in. We're going to put in a second one of these bioferrite generators, and then we're going to stick in a third. Reason being, we can afford it. It takes 3 of these to run one, and we've got 10. So we've got 10 nuggets, which means we can run 3 bioferrite generators and still have a little bit left over. That means we can start producing... band nodes. Band nodes are incredibly inefficient. They give you +1 to control bots. So you'd need 5 of these just to control one Diablous. And they cost 200 steel, 4 components, and they draw 300 watts of power. So incredibly inefficient. You'd need to cover vast areas of the map in them. Then you'd have to protect those vast areas while generating lots of power and blah, blah, blah. But hey, we've got a man cave. And since we've got a man cave, we can just start installing them in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll put those 5 in there. And that should be it. Once all 5 of those are complete, Timbroni can start on the next Diablous. Now, what you could do is give Timbroni this fancy mech armor and get her these other things and implants. No. Brute force means Timbroni can still wear the same armor as everyone else and still control lots of murderous robots. Yep, looks like we've got some more beer beggars. Yeah, drifters seeking aid. They want 58 beer. Let it never be said that we will not share beer with people. This is just like one of those quests that I feel like has to be done. I'm also pretty okay with giving them meds, but yeah, if it's beer, we definitely got to give it to them. We keep a decent stockpile of beer just to make sure that if any of these quests comes up, we're always ready to dish it out. I mean, imagine facing the Rim sober. That is ridiculous. Fun as this place was, I think all of the remaining mining is a little bit far away, which is going to slow down its harvesting. So instead, we're going to do another quick hop. What we can do is we can just hop to another plasteel pile. This will give us a new lease on more resources and get us closer to stuff we can mine. Yeah, so just there is good. Would you look at that? Loads and loads of steel nearby. Plenty to ship over to the man cave for even more mech link thingies. We have also being ambushed by a couple of confused bullfrogs. Nope, pull back. Sister Vex here is going to take care of the problem, namely because it just increases their psi focus. And boom, maxed out their psi focus immediately, which means they don't have to spend any time on the throne. It's just generally faster. Alright, let's get on with this. And we have to send Timbronia over to the man cave in a bit. Basically, these bandwidth nodes are not linked to Timbronia. Timbronia will have to come over there and then she can get linked to them, at which point she's able to utilize them. Cool. Oh, sorry. Back to work. During this steel delivery, things will be slightly different. We've sent over Sister Vex and Timbronia. Yeah, so Michael's ex-wife and the new husband are here. And what we have planned to do is we want to tune these to Timbronia. So by tuning these in, it only takes 5 seconds. Timbronia here should have their... Where is it? Yeah, Mechinator should go up. It's at 6. And once she's linked, which should be, well, pretty much now. Actually, let's just finish these off while we're here. We decided to maybe add on a few extra. We definitely stockpiled a whole bunch of steel and components to make sure that all of this could be built. And if all of these get built now, we can immediately link them to Timbronia, and then she can build a lot of mechs before we got to come back for the rest of them. We also have a lot of space for expansion. Timbronia is now up to 31. Band nodes tuned plus 25. So all 25 of these are tuned in. Well, time to head home. Poor Michael. It was just a flying visit. They popped in, took advantage of all his hard work. Him and his crew have been working like real hard in there. Off you go. And over here we're still mining out everything. Basically steel, plasteel, whatever's around the place. And then once it gets to too high of a volume, yeah, we basically ship it off. Ooh, we should also ship off some components this time around. I think we'll send over another 50 components and as much steel as they can handle. You see, we have bills in place to produce more components, up to about 100. So this way, we're able to just keep chucking over more and more and more. And it should get to the point, okay, it will eventually eat into the entire power production. Power production over here is already... Actually, we have 3,825 spare. We can still put down a few more band nodes. 2 more Diablous chips have arrived, and I'm not seeing anything that can set stuff on fire, so let's just go kill them real quick. Alright, here they come. We're going to do the traditional wait around the corner, pop out, shoot them all. Yeah, these mechanoids are a bit slow at the rear, but... Pop out immediately, deploy low shield, and I deployed 2 of them because I'm an idiot. 1 second, Gugarian, the mark for chip command. Why is there two of them winding up, guys? You want to, like, do something about that? Let's just try a little bit of stun. And then another stun. Then we'll try some vertigo pulse. And done and done. Oof. And I think a little bit of skip here to make some of these. Oop. Before Sister Vex loses her mind to the fire, or his mind to the fire. That one can go there, and you can go there. Perfect. Sister Vex, get out of there before the flames drive you crazy. And we wasted 2 low shields. Damn it, I thought it was only going to activate 1. My bad. And we'll go grab the low shields, and we'll go recycle all of this junk. Sorry, I mean, we'll go grab the signal chips, which reminds me to pause this again. Whatever happened, one of the signal chips got started to be put into the machining table. When I paused it, it seems Timbroni had already decided she was going to take one of those signal chips and start turning it into a mech gestator yoki bobby. Here we go. In fact, we should have 2 of these lying around. And last one. Yeah, they're already up to 66%, is it? No. Yeah, 66%. This should put them at 100% mech gestation speed. And then we have 2 more signal chips. We can start the second Diablous. And we'll be a third of the way to producing the 6 we require. A quest has come up. This one is absolutely awesome sauce. Pilot Sub-Persona Core, which is what we've been looking for. In fact, we already had one I was waiting to take, but this one is a pain in the butt. It's a surveying operation, and it will take 10 to 15 days. This requires you to go to a location and defend it for between 10 to 15 days. That's exhausting. We would rather go around and getting all our harvesting in. So this one here is way simpler. We basically just have to track someone down and kill them. And we get a Persona Core. Easy peasy. It's orbital pirates, stuff like that. Yeah, that's grand. So we're just going to send Sister Vex down for a quick dirt nap, max out their death rest meter, and then we're going to go nab that person. All right. Here, this mech gestator has just come to the end of a cycle. There's 11 cycles remaining, and now Timbroni is going to come up. And gestation cycle, it says 19 hours. 11 of 12, yeah. And then you see the progress bar go along, and boom, 19 hours. So that was 1.6 days. Now it's down to 19 hours because of all these mech gestation processors. If we get 3 more, we can crank that up even further. So we still have to get Timbroni to summon more and more Diablous threats the moment they come off cooldown, just so that we can continue doing this. Oh, would you look at that? Cole and Christosax have decided to get married. I don't think... did they wait till Timbroni wasn't there to do it? Maybe. Timbroni is off here syncing up with the last of these. Right now, what's the power draw? 3, 4, 7, 5. These things seem to draw 100 watts before they're linked, and then 300 watts when they are. So 375, that should go down by about 1,000. Yeah, it should go down by about 1,000 watts once we link this up, so it should be 2475. Tune to Timbronia. Yeah, 2475. Perfect. That means Timbroni has now got a lot of bandwidth to spare. 36 bandwidth in total. And I think 13 of it is already assigned out. Damn. Yeah, 11 of 36 down here. Fine then. And we've also delivered lots and lots of steel to this location. Unfortunately, the power is going to be the bottleneck now. We try to add on, say, 5 more of these. That's 1,500 watts. Actually, we could add 5 more. You know what? No. We had a target, a goal that we wanted to hit. We're going to hit that goal. This I think is a first. It is a fridge entirely full of nothing but Trumdo corpses. Also, somewhere along the way, we sort of accidentally adopted a monitor lizard and an iguana. They just sort of self-tamed, and then I didn't have the heart to kick them out. I'm like, whatever. These are lizard people, it seems. The team like lizards or want lizards about the place because they got kept. And we've just restricted them to the pressurized areas of the ship so they don't wander off in space and get themselves killed. At least we can wall them into locations, or tell them to go to locations without having to keep them behind fences. We should maybe get some sentience things for those, just to make them a little bit smarter. Not that it'll do anything, that means that they can just guard, I'd say. Yeah, they'd be able to guard and attack, they wouldn't be able to rescue or haul or anything, so I'm not sure it's worthwhile. Yeah, our next Diablous batch is looking pretty tasty. That's a fair chunk of bots. We should go say hello to them. Should we wait until they get to us, or should we go in the field? Actually, I think we'll wait until they come to us. It's just I'm too lazy to walk that far. Well, That one's taking a bead. I do not like that. Timbronia, where are you? Give us a low shield there. Kugaria, note your marksmanship command is on cooldown. Ancient Gammoner, let's get your marksmanship command up instead. And then there should just be a case of shred them. We will have to worry about those pikemen at the end. I think we're going to have to wait around the corner for them. But everything else should come in range before the shield expires. Then we go wait around the corner. Come on. Come. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so that's 2 of them down. How much time we got left on that shield? 7.2 seconds. So we're going to want to get out of here shortly. Yeah, I'm thinking running around the corner is a good idea. Perfect timing. Ooh, almost perfect timing. Ruler of the Huns, they can take a smack. And then we get everyone back here. Ruler of the Huns up front to tank anything. And yeah, they're going to make their way around the corner, but at that point it'll be close range and they will get shredded. Well, didn't that go well? And they saw what happened to the previous pikeman and thought, hey, I should do that. Ooh, Ruler of the Huns get in there. Actually, wait, maybe get back. Yeah, I didn't think they'd survive that. Okay, so I think there's only a few of them left. Nothing really too much to worry about. And, oh great, they're going after the infrastructure again. Fine. We'll have Ruler of the Huns draw their attention. Whoa, 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 don't let them shoot, don't let them shoot. Yeah, there you go. Exit. And I believe that should be the end of that. Quick grab of all of the chips. And I believe we've had a rather productive day. So, about making more of those mech gestator chips for the brain. Now, let's just check them out. Like, this one here is almost finished. It's just the amount of time it takes to get the stuff. We might as well get them started, and then the later on Diablous' chips we can use to increase the mech gestation speed. I think we'll probably go with 4 mech gestators, because this one's almost done. There's like 2 cycles left on it. This one is getting pretty close as well. And, okay, 7 of 12? I figure we can get 6 of these out in pretty rapid succession, and there is number 3 active. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, Ancient Gammoner and Kugarian are now getting married as well. Well, I'm not surprised. It is, like, genetically inbred into you at this point, or not inbred into you, like, genetically built onto you, so that all of you are going to be, like, madly in love with each other. I don't even think you can break up. Oh, and Sister Vex, can you wake up now? Yes, you can, and you're 100% death rested. Excellent. That means we'll let you maybe recharge your psi focus by killing an emu. That will make anyone feel way better. And down. Psi focus is now completely maxed out. Right, next up, we had a quest. A bounty for Woodward. And the next Diablous threat, we can't summon it for 23 hours. Excellent. Alright, Woodward, we're coming for you. Now, jump to a bounty for Woodward. Ooh, we also got this Cyclops hub. No, we don't care about that. Where is this under the planet? Oh, that's not even that far away. We can hop up there real quick and grab them. A bounty for Woodward. 156 chem fuel to fly there. Yeah, we'll take it. Can't remember if I kept everyone inside or not. I'll have to change the areas for the interns so that they don't go outside. Okay. There's Woodward. We'll move the landing zone. Oh, right about there. Excellent. That should mean if they want to come at us, they got to come at us single file. That's why we've got that little ramp on the front of the ship. It should protect us from getting, people doing breachers or something like that. If everyone's got to come along this little thing up front, makes things a lot easier. Okay, 1 second while we get everyone up front. Up front. Go, 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 go. Hey! They just run away. No fair. Vex, go say hello to them if you wouldn't mind. Actually, there's one thing I've been meaning to try for a while. If we go invisible, can the trap still sense us? Whoa. Okay, never mind. That didn't work very well. Let's go trigger these guys. Nope. Actually, a better idea. Like, these guys are going to be enemies to the guys in here, right? So, if we trigger them... 1 second, let's see if there's another stash we can find. No. Oop, nope. Damn it. We've actually explored a fair chunk so far. No, no, keep going, keep going. Oh my god. You totally want to blow that up. But I don't think we can. We don't have anything that could blow it up, right? Actually... jump? Quick, 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 quick! I want you to attack that. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's, just not be here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I think that's enough of that, actually. Let's just get out of here. And I don't think it actually hurt anyone. Oh. Well, it was worth a try. Yeah, in fact, if we're going this way, we should probably invisible up again. And then... that did recharge our side focus, I think? Do any of you have low shields is the question. Not seeing a single low shield. And do any of you have anything that, any traits that we would like? Trigger happy, very neurotic. A couple of toughs. Nothing too crazy. But what I would like to do is, who's got a stun lance? Yeah, we got a psychic shock lance here, and I would like to use that to stun someone. Psychically deaf, yeah, whatever. In fact, do any of these guys have... Yeah, we don't care about traits at this point. Alright, that's one down, perfect. Yeah, kill that one if you wouldn't mind too. And Sister Vex has, as you will notice, full psi focus. Also, the invisibility wears off in 3 seconds. Let's just invisibilize again. And another person bites the dust. Grab that one too. Nope. I think they're all dead. And another one down. And another one down. This is just ridiculous. And I think that's it, is it? Yeah, bounty for Woodward is done. Pods arrived. Pods landed in here. Pilots a Persona Core. Right, that means we should have the perfect ship. Well, okay, we've only got one shield, but you know what? I can live with one shield. We managed to capture 2 prisoners out of that. Assuming we can keep them alive, that's 2 more subcores for the Diabloses, and that brings us up to the 6 we need. So these are the last 2 prisoners we should need to scan. How much time you got left? 5. You know what? No wasted meds. Zap. And what happens if we blood feed on you? Will it kill you? Leaving her unconscious. You know what? Don't care. And because of the bonuses, we should get a lot of blood out of that. Yep, excellent. Our first Diablous is complete. Energy is going to be incredibly low, of course, but I want you to get over here, if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, we'll get you over there, and then what we are going to do to you is put you on dormant self-charge. And that's a lot of toxic waste. Well, we're not anywhere where we can dump it just yet, but we'll dump it up here, and then we shall move close to a faction that we don't care about annoying, and then we'll annoy them by dumping a bunch of toxic waste near their base. This here is some of the potential treasure we can get. Let's see what these crates hold. Gravlight panels, don't care. Ooh, a good beam gun. And studies in accuracy enhancement, which, yeah, this is completely useless to us. So you can go, but good beam gun. Quick reload and cumbersome. This weapon is unwieldy to use, making it slower to aim. Aiming time multiplier plus 20%. Quick reload. Range cooldown. Yeah, I don't like this one. I've never actually used these guns, but from what I can see from the stats, they're not really that great. They're good at killing your own pawns, but they're not good at killing mechs. And if you want to use them against other pawns, it's great at doing single target damage, but it's going to be very slow. As in, if you give this to a pawn, one-on-one, they will slaughter stuff. But if you're facing groups, it's not nearly as good. You're better off with something else. So, great against heavily armored targets that are human, but terrible against everything else. And I think that is most of this explored. Yeah, we've got everything we want from here. Let's just go. I was about to feed Alice into the Brain Ripper thingy, but I just realized they're Hussars. They're an Hussar. They're incredibly rare to find. And we still don't have Awful Artistic Ripped on its own. So, quick lobotomy, enjoy wire, we'll send them over to the man cave, which means, I think it's just up to Roxy. We've got awful animals, awful mining, awful melee, and yeah, we got all the ones on this one, so Roxy can go in instead. This does mean we are going to be one short on the brain rippers, but I think we can actually get rid of some of the unpaid interns over here. I'm pretty sure we're not even ripping some of these anymore because they're, well, it's pointless to rip them. Alice here, actually, we should stick you on auto-adrene extract once we've got the necessary steps made sure to that you don't cause any problems while you're up here. We don't want any prison breaks. And Hussars, with their rather nasty gene pack of hyper-aggressive, very likely to prison break. This is one of the problems with having a dual map. An attack by Randy is completely wasted on this map. There's like 80-something shamblers attacking here. Yeah, that's 88 shamblers. They'll collapse in a bit, so effectively we just do nothing and they go away. Oopsie. And you, we would like to make you go dormant self-charge. That means so long as we don't have them drafted, they will just lie there and recharge themselves, so we never have to. Alright, I think we've got everything we want out of here. Let's head down and source ourselves some more plasteel and some more chips to make some more Diablous. It's time to jump. And please observe, when we hit the button, 100% expected quality, which means we have to stay at a place for 8 hours. 16 if we have a crash, of which there is a 2% chance. And even then, if we crash, there's only a small percentage chance, or there's only a chance that the crash is the type that actually slows you down. Well then, in that case, let's get back to plasteel, and more plasteel, I believe. Oh, actually, we should probably do kill some people, just to get our raiding in. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to take on this distress signal, just to have some funsy stuff to do. Oh, damn it. I forgot about the toxic waste. Are they close to enemies or friends? Oh, they're right beside the Empire. Okay. So we land, we clear this place, we grab the shard, and then we'll probably hop over here because it's closer to the Lax Alliance, and then we'll dump a bunch of toxic waste on the Lax Alliance. Alright, let's get out there, you apes. You want to live forever? Kill everything that moves. There'll be a bunch of them popping out of that pit burrow in a second. We might get one of you to go close it up real quick so that they hop out of a different pit burrow. Timbronia, I think this is going to be your gig. Please prioritize filling up that pit burrow. I wonder if we closed all 3 of them really quick, would it actually stop the pit burrows from spawning? Dear God, that sniper rifle just made that thing vanish. Like, it literally disappeared from the shot. Go. We're going to try and close all the pit burrows immediately. Go. I've never tried this before. I'm not even sure it's possible. Okay, Uber Kitten, go. Can you close that? Undraft. Prioritize filling that. Guys, don't hit Uber Kitten. That's... It's fine. Okay, I think we've closed all the pit burrows. Does that mean they can't actually... Normally, like, a bunch of stuff bursts out, but if you do it fast enough, it seems they can't do anything to you. All it cost us was maybe a little bit of friendly fire. You're fine. That kidney is grand. You weren't using it anyway. We got ourselves the shard. What else we got in here? Ooh, there's some obsidian. I'm pretty sure we didn't bring this the last time because we didn't care. Bionic arm, don't care. And a doomsday. Okay, sure, we'll stick that into the armory. But done. I think we've got everything we want from here. Time to leave. Oh, I would like to point out here that Uber Kitten, despite getting no medical treatment, has pretty much healed up almost entirely while in the field. That's a genetic buy-for super fast wound healing. Basically means they just heal super duper fast. They're already at 1.6 left, 0.8. There were 4 hit points down there a second ago, and now they're 100% healed. Problem solved. Alright, go grab that stuff. throw it into storage. We've got all the obsidian, and I checked all the chairs. The best one they have is a good chair. That's it. They have one good chair, not a single excellent chair in this entire colony. For our next jump here, we're going to pop over as close to these boys as we can get. It's just we want to dump a bunch of pollution, and so long as it's as closer to them than anyone else, I'm pretty sure that's actually... No, that's definitely got to be the closest. Otherwise, we're going to annoy our allies. And looks like we have some angry guinea pigs waiting for us. So you can't land on angry guinea pigs. You can crush a bunch of horses with your ship, but landing on angry guinea pigs? Nope, that's a step too far, it seems. Damn it. Some of the rules here are a bit odd. But the first rule is Sister Vex goes out and squashes whatever annoys. And then all of this stuff here can be put... Actually, let's put it over here. Depending on how long we stay, that might degrade. And if it does, it might trigger a pollution infestation that you can get. Those things are rather uncomfortable, so we'd rather not deal with those if at all possible. Ooh, gold ore as well. Do we need gold? We don't, but we'll take it anyway because we're greedy. Oh, yeah. And as well as that, time should have expired by now. We're going to summon another Diablous threat. Oh, actually, wait, no. Let them get their recreation in first. They're relaxing socially, so let them finish that. Then we summon a Diablous threat. That means we can start on the next one. So we've got 2 in production. This will get us back up to 3, and we got 1 completed. So that's 4 of 6. And for our next set of bots, that's actually getting pretty large scale. And the Lancers now are actually kind of dangerous. We should set up somewhere to make sure that we can surprise them sufficiently. Well, this is an awkward split, but the Lancers are all over here, which kind of simplifies things. So we pop over here and we'll kill all of these, no problem. They shouldn't even be able to get in range. Then we can take care of those. Yeah, that's 1 volley for you and you're dead. And... done, done, and done. Perfect. Alright, now we just wait slightly around the corner, and we should be able to convince those Lancers to come this direction. And then once they poke their faces around the corner, they'll be at point-blank range, and while they do have long-range, high-powered rifles, at close range, that doesn't do them so good. Vex, you can go this direction. We want to make sure those guys are distracted. We might just hit them with a vertigo pulse or something like that to keep them from causing interference with our plans. Okay. Oof. You know what, Vex, get out of there. Where are they getting closer? And... yeah, that's a little bit too much stuff. I'm way too worried about them one-shotting someone. It's just Charge Lancers have the ability to one-shot you, even with really good gear, so we would prefer that not to happen. Alright, 1 second. We're going to do a quick bit of skipping here. You can skip over there. And, never mind, the second one's down as well. Where is the... Alright, so we got 1 Charge Lance thinking they're going to do a sneaky run-by. Adele, close the door. And a couple of quick skips just to speed this along. Oh. Awkward. We'll take care of that in a second. I think Sister Vex can go take care of that super duper quickly. And the great thing is, Sister Vex is like burning through a lot of psi focus doing this. But it doesn't actually matter. Because the moment they smack that Lancer, they'll gain back a big lump of their psi focus. And oof, they're now back up to 100% psi focus. Right. What's left? This one. You go over there, grab them. This is sort of ridiculous, just how easy they're able to take care of all of these. What are you doing? Yeah, we'll stun you. They're going to set fire to stuff in a minute, but that's okay. Alright, I think we have cleared the board of just about everything that's important. All we have to do is make sure to pick up the chips, start on another Diablous, and get moving to the next tile. And that is 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 Diabli. I think we're probably going to put in 1 more large mech gestator, because at that point, that will be 5. This one will be finished in 3 more cycles, then we'll put another one that'll be 6, and then we'll just let them all finish. All the other Diabli we get after that will just turn into mech gestator speeder upper chips for the implant. Now, there's actually a whole bunch of Mechinator stuff we could do with Timbronia. Like, you see, right now, Timbronia only has one control group. And that's it. And since they only have one control group, everything is in that one control group, and you have to set them all to one thing, either recharging or attacking or whatever. Which means our lifter, wherever they are, where is our lifter? Yeah, they're currently doing their lying down and recharging because we've got our Diablous set to that. So what we could do is spend one of those signal chips to make sure that she has multiple control groups. This allows you to have like one control group that's managing the ship, another that's combat robots that are just idly sitting down charging themselves, that type of stuff. We don't really care too much. Then there's a higher tier version of that, which allows you to increase your control groups up. This gets you up to 3 control groups. This gets you up to 6. Remote repair allows you to... Oh, I think it allows you to repair faster. Oh, you can repair mechs from a distance instead of having to touch them. We don't really care. The mech gestation processor called remote shielder. Placing a shield at a distance basically requires the opponent to stare at a mech and they can put a shield around it. And repair probe increases the speed at which a Mechinator can repair a Mechinator. All this stuff would be good if we were making combat mechs that we're going to be using on the front line. We're going to be using them more in a kill box annihilation role where our mech should be very safe. So we're basically doing the bare minimum. As well as that, we could also make specialized armor. Namely, the Mech Lord helmet. This thing basically increases the amount of robots that control substantially. And the Mech Lord suit. Both of these require a bunch of fancy materials. Like this one requires 2 nanostructuring chips and 1 power focus chip, which means you got to kill a bunch of the high-end robots. The Mech Lord helmet, however, does give you plus 12 mech bandwidth, which, that's a lot of bandwidth. Then the Mech Lord suit gives you an extra 12 bandwidth as well. So it's an extra 24 bandwidth they can get just from wearing a fancy suit. We don't care. Oh, alpha beavers. I can't remember the last time I've seen these little monkeys. Basically, they go around and eat trees. They're treeivores, or whatever you call it. Vegetable seeds, live trees, processed food, and kibble. Is our front door closed? Yeah, like we leave that door there so that no one can get through and into our food. Otherwise, if we left this door open, we end up with all these animals and stuff getting in here and trying to nibble on our kitchen supplies. When we hop on and leave this sector, those toxic waste packs are going to annoy someone close by. And preferably, it would be people we don't like. So it should annoy this crowd. They should be the closest, though it might... Oh, what? We'll worry about it after we've launched. Let's see what happens. Top left of the screen, it should tell us who we've annoyed, and if it's the yellow guys, it won't even tell us how much it's annoyed them by, because they already hate us maximum amount, I believe. Yeah, pollution increase. Yeah, relations with the Lax Alliance have changed. -2 points. That's all? I suppose they already hate us. It's just a good way to get rid of garbage, or all that stuff is just land near a faction like that, and dump all your waste, and then fly away from the tile. It is a time-honored tradition. We're going to try and land down here in a central location, grab all the components, plasteel, maybe not even steel at this point, but we're mostly kind of topped up on everything. Actually, give me another one of these for now. This only takes, what? Bit of steel to making some components. We got lots of those lying around the place. Alright, get to mining. Here's a fun note. You can't fly in sandstorms. Yeah, Dune rules apply, it seems. Sandstorms mean all your choppers are downed. That's... odd. Okay, good to know. Good to know. We just have to wait until that wears off. Actually, we should probably just let the 2 of them out and send them down into the man cave. They can come back out once the sandstorm's over. While we wait for that to pass, there is a few things we should have been doing ages ago. Basically ripping out this laboratory. We don't need it. All the research is done. So we're all the way up to everything. We do have Anomaly research left to do, but we haven't actually unlocked a bunch of that, and we don't really care. We'll be unlocking most of that once we go through the Anomaly ending. And we have installed a basic, simple research bench over here, which means you should still have access to the research tree even with this gone. Also, yeah, I'm not even sure why we have this psychic emanator here. What's everyone's current happiness levels? Ludicrous. Just ludicrous. That's just about it. Also, the killed someone bonus. It's so easy to forget that Timbronia's got that bloodlust thing going on. This is the second last Diablous threat we should be facing, in theory. And, yeah, they've got those tesserons? Whatever. These things are annoying, but I did remember we've genetically spliced everyone with fire resistance, so this should be much less of a problem. Yeah, it should be actually not too bad. We'll let them mill around for a bit. They'll start coming towards us. We'll go out and we'll just get them down. We can probably wait somewhere here so they have to come around the corner. It just makes it faster. This is a pretty large batch of enemies, actually. should probably be a bit careful here. Sister Vex at the front. Rule of the Huns at the front. There'll be a little bit of light fire from... These things have these tiny cannons on the back. They do very little damage, but they are annoying. These guys, very annoying. Give me a vertigo pulse. Okay, good. That'll keep them sort of bouncing around a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, no. Everyone run, everyone run. Ah! That's not great. No! What are you doing? Okay, guys, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Oh my god, Sister Vex, what are you doing? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, 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 oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Sister Vex, there you are. Tim Brody, just activate that shield. That was the most nightmarishly stupid, horrifying thing. That was... Okay, we need to be more careful. That's the first thing I said, and then the first thing Sister Vex did was get set on fire. And then, how's your armor looking? Yep, the only reason you're still alive is that armor basically deflected an absolutely ridiculous amount of damage. And right now, you know what? This guy can come over here. Saves us a bunch of time. This guy can also come over here. And I think we're done. And that was the worst. Like, the absolute worst, close to dying stupidity I've done in a while. Right, we need to take the Diablous threats more seriously from now on. And we need to see who's missing fingers and toes. Anyone ever asks me why I hate those frickin' Tesla-Ron things, it's this, it's that. It's like you can't use shields against them, and they set everyone on fire and make them run around. I suppose the problem is Sister Vex is still Sanguiphage. We haven't been able to upgrade their gene pack, and the reason we can't upgrade their gene pack is we still, despite having multiple vamps for ages, not managed to rip the Death Rest gene. We want to keep Death Rest on them because it's very useful, but we do want to get rid of the fire susceptibility if at all possible. Make a custom gene pack that's even better than standard. But that option has not become available just yet. This slice here, this is going to be our last stopping point until we're finished with the Diabli. Reason being, it's right beside an enemy. They won't care. Well, okay, they'll care that we're dumping toxic waste, but we won't. And what we can do is we can just kill this crowd real quick, and we can stock back up on chem fuel. And what are you holding? Anyone with the shiny armor, just always double check. Just pemmican. Okay, so this is going to be a pemmican map. And we should probably... How much chem fuel we got? Yeah, I think we have another 2,000 in storage. Yeah, we got 4,000. Actually, you know what? We don't even need the chem fuel or any of that stuff. We'll do some trading, do all that stuff, but then the main goal here, call it another couple of Diablous raids, and then finish it, all the Diablous production out. You get over here. Oh, and they're already started because Ancient Caverner's range is just insane. Give us a little bit of a ping there on... Yep, marksmanship command. Where are you going, Ludell? Oh, Ludell is actually out just to do a little bit of sweeping. Yeah. How many are downed already? 24 of them were already dead. Dear jeez. These raids just feel... They don't come close to the insanity that was that last mech raid. I need to be a lot more careful with the next Diablous raid. Oh, that's what was here. I didn't even check what they were giving us, and it's basically panther fur and a bunch of lynx corpses. Okay, great, we don't care. When is our next Diablous encounter? 14 hours. Oh, well, that's just wunderbar. The mech hives are attacking us. They'll prepare for a while, then attack. Yeah. Size about right. Edge drop group. Randy random factor. Yeah. Cool. Where are you landing? Okay. Wait, what? Oh. Ah. Right. It's 65 scythers. I think field combat is in order? Yes. If they're going to prepare for a while, then we split them into groups. We take one group at a time. We should be able to slaughter them real quick. Otherwise, we're going to be dealing with all of them showing up on our doorstep at the same time. I would prefer not to have to deal with that. While we're at it, we're going to close the front doors as well. That way they should come for us. They start attacking the walls. That will be annoying, but we'll deal with it then. For now, quick smash them down to size. Okay, that sniper rifle, though, like Anita's answer, as relics go, not too bad. What the hell? That guy's just tagged 3 shots. His right blade's gone, his fluid processor is shot, his right arm is knocked to 0, his thorax is... No, it's not as good against mechs as you would like. I mean, it's good, but it's just taking too many shots. Against humans, much better. Okay, at least one group are beginning the assault. And we'll just get the 2 usual suspects out front. Problem solved. And your gift was plasteel, and is that it? Yeah, that's it. Fine, let's go grab these other group over here. Come on, Scythers. Just a little few tickles more. We can tickle down 5 or 6 of them. Also, the eagle never misses can now fly again, which means we just... Oop. Probably should have moved that last second, but now they're all making a run for it. And we just get the team up front. 20 Scythers. Nothing, they couldn't even get in range. They almost did, like 2 of them got real close. And I think some of our unpaid interns have put themselves in a precarious position. Better. Oof. Yes, sorry, Ludell. Didn't realize you'd done that to yourself. Oh, yeah, Ludell's dead. And it doesn't matter, they've got death rest, they'll be fine. Well, that was mildly awkward. And there's still one of them left. Seriously. We'll just send in the ghoul, it's not worth the effort. And Vex, maybe give Ludell a little bit of a hand there. They still got their limbs? Yeah, they didn't lose any limbs, they'll be fine. And that is the first piece of damage they did to one of our attack team. Ruler of the Huns actually took a scratch on the shoulder. Okay, well, yeah, fine, Ludell as well. But barring that, all worked out perfectly. So this is going to be our 3rd fight where Ancient Cabiner's Marksmanship Command has been active. This study is active for, I think it's 24 hours. And there's still 4 hours left on it, and we've managed to get 3 fights out of it. I think that's a pretty good percentage. Now, let's get everyone up here real quick. Yeah, Ruler of the Huns, get up front, and Sister Vex, we're going to need you up front as well. Yeah, much better. Now, let's get some vertigo pulse going on. Yeah, it's just much better if they mill about. 1 down. Mr. Vex, if you do me a favor, teleport them over there. And then I suppose we'll grab this one and teleport them over there. There's fine. And one last one, we'll get you right there as well. Guys. We'll just teleport out of that. I don't think it's going to hit, but you never know. And that is the last 2 chips we need to finish all of the actual Diablai we're building. And it turns out we didn't need the 4th large mech gestator. Yes, we are good on that front. We're still got 2 more mech gestation processors to build, but we don't really care. This Diablous is now gestated, which means we can pop that over... Right, oh, damn it, yeah, it's limited in where it can go because of Timbronia, and Timbronia is currently busy in that department. What we're going to do, actually, is charge these all up. I would like to have all of the 6 Diablai fully charged before we take on the Anomaly. The whole purpose of these Diablai is to just annihilate the Anomaly as efficiently as possible. And I figure 6 of them should do a wondrous job at that. But I would like them all to have them all fully charged before we start triggering some anomaly shenanigans. And we are now ready to give birth to the 4th Diablous. Where is Timbronia right now? You're making an advanced component? But no! A new child is about to be born. Get over here. Nice. And then there is 5 cycles remaining on that one, 8 remaining on that one, and we can get rid of this large mech gestator. We don't need it anymore. All of the toxic waste packs, we're just dumping them out there. We don't care. And I think we might put in even another recharger. Why not? We're going to have all of these bots charged and good to go in no time at all. Ooh. You can paint things. Now, I know I was advised this, but I've been kind of lazy about doing that. So, can we paint a Diablous? No, you can't actually paint your mechs. That would be kind of annoying. Or kind of awesome. Does that mean we can paint the ship? And yes, it does. Okay, I might have to come up with some sort of paint plan. Thing is, I'm just not very good at color design, namely because I just don't care. Kind of exemplified best by the very square and blocky design of just about everything I make. It's not the aesthetics that matter, it's the functionality for me. And this just worked out perfectly functional. Alright, and we've only got 2 cycles remaining on this Diablous and 5 on the other, and then we're finished. Oh, one of the Revenants is escaping again. Sister Vex is close by. That means instant stun and then smack with hammer. Then we'll bring in everyone. Give me a stun if you wouldn't mind. We'll go with another stun. And yeah, I don't think you're making it out of here alive, buddy. You almost made it to the second door. You didn't see nothing, okay? You saw absolutely nothing. All you saw was your buddy go around the corner, heard some screams, and then he came back in shortly there afterwards. And that's number 5. I had Diablous number 5. That means number 6 will be ready in 3 more cycles. I mean, another quick Diablous couldn't hurt, right? Except if a siege shows up at the same time. And bizarrely enough, there's a relative in here. Sister of crew member Timbronia, aunt of crew member Quill. I thought we were friends with her. Like, we met her at some point. She was a traitor. Okay, so the sister of crew member Timbronia has shown up. That's interesting. Alright, sister of Timbronia. Now, we did need someone to pair off with external. Downside, they're Hussar, so we can't even psychically shock lance them. But maybe with great care and a few bullets, we could injure them, trap them, bleed them out. Then we could convert them over to our side and hook them up with external. That's might be a lot of effort, but I think it might be a fun challenge at this point. Yeah, we should also kill those guys down there. This is a siege, yeah? A siege, yeah, perfect. Then we can get in close, hit them with 1 sniper round, and then deal with the rest of the raid. So if we hit them with 1 sniper round, hopefully it doesn't kill them, it just like knocks off an arm or something, they start bleeding out, and then we start breaking up the rest of the group. And hopefully we can draw them out and make them a member of the team. I think that would be entirely appropriate, but I am, of course, way over time. I kind of wanted to get all 6 of the Diabloses out. Diablous, whatever. That gets me every time. We've got 5 of them out. The 6th one is on the way. They'll be done in like 3 more cycles. And, I mean, we'll keep an extra few Diabli chips around anyway. But next up, we'll try and recruit Muller. And then either way, we're doing the Anomaly stuff next. We've got the 6 Diabloses, so the plan can take full shape tomorrow. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck. Bye.